30 years ago, Kurt Cobain's passing was ruled to be self-inflicted, but now forensic experts are saying, hey, this might have all been staged.
More than three decades after his death shocked the music world, questions are once again swirling around the final hours of Kurt Cobain. Nirvana's lead singer was found dead April 5th, 1994, inside of a greenhouse above his Seattle garage. And Seattle police, they closed the case after the King County medical examiner ruled it suicide, setting a
I always thought it was like in his attic.
Inflicted gunshot wound, shotgun wound to be even more specific. So why am I talking about it now? Well, an unofficial private team of forensic scientists says the evidence tells a very different story.
And I mean, this case has been closed for longer than I've been alive. But in April of 1994, Kurt Cobain was found unresponsive.
People still investigate it from time to time. And a lot of people, they're like, it's all bullshit. And a lot of people, they'll come to the conclusion that it must have been foul play. Who knows, man? Who knows?
Responsive in his Seattle home. A firearm injury was discovered and authorities ruled it a self-inflicted one. A note was then found nearby and toxicology reports showed high levels of substances in his system. And again, the King County medical examiner determined the manner of death was self-inflicted. And the Seattle Police Department agreed. Case closed seemingly, and that was the end of it, or so we thought at least. And look, I am no conspiracy channel, but recently there have been official news reports about a new independent forensic review of this case. And some of the claims made are...
Yeah, I was seeing that. I was seeing it everywhere. Like on every platform, major news headlines were talking about it. That was a perfect place to pause. I'm sorry, Atozy.
Strange enough where I felt like I should probably cover this. So today we're going to be going through what's being claimed and what the authorities are saying in response. Typically, I start by explaining, who the person we're talking about today is, but most people know who Kurt Cobain was.
I had that poster. This right here. I had the poster.
Lead singer of Nirvana and an absolute musical genius.
That was MTV Unplugged, I'm pretty sure.
Back in 1994, Cobain had been struggling, and we know he had chronic pain and depression. Just weeks earlier, there had been a serious medical incident overseas, and police previously removed firearms from his home after concerns of his own safety. And the medical incident we're talking about involved Cobain taking an OD-level amount of substances before being found by his wife, Courtney. Then a few weeks later, Courtney called the police to say that Cobain was locking himself in his room with a firearm. But when police arrived, he said he was actually trying to avoid his wife. And again, both of these scenes happened just the month before he passed.
That's
and I'm
crazy.
mentioning them because they've been used as proof
I
that
didn't know
Cobain was
that.
leading up to his passing. But they've also been used as proof that not everything was good in his home life. So on April 8th, an electrician installing security lighting discovered him in a room above the garage at his Lake Washington Boulevard home. At first, he thought that Cobain was asleep. Then he realized something was seriously wrong. Authorities later determined he likely passed away around April 5th. And a handwritten note addressed to his childhood imaginary friend was discovered nearby. And officially, the case was classified as a self-inflicted passing. But back then, not everyone accepted that. And that was partly due to the mess that happened in the week leading up to his passing. Because for 6 days in April 1994, Kurt Cobain was missing. One of the biggest rock stars in the world was essentially completely off the radar. Police were looking for him, his wife was looking for him, and she even hired a private investigator. But on April 1st, he called Love from Los Angeles. And
they were looking for him. Private investigator didn't think to look in the area above the greenhouse.